You don't say. You don't say.
Haven't you had enough, brother? These fights aren't part of the tournament. So? Some of the
Who wants more beer?
That's hoisted. Welcome.
Down with Jorve!
Hey ho!
Well, Cedric, where are you?
I'll be damned.
You'll pay for our blood, Witcher! Get him! Death to humans! Death to humans!
He's slowed down, getting weaker. He can't be far. The Skoyatel are frustrated. This guy won't help me find Cedric.
Headmill, Gwynblade. I no longer feel the pain. Always wanted to die among trees.
Cedric, what happened?
Triss asked me for help. I killed the Dwan guarding the door, and we broke in. Again, I killed a Dwan.
I know. Where's Triss?
A Witcher came in, attacked us. I tried to protect Triss. He was fast. Too fast for me. He hit Triss before she could cast a spell. He knew how to fight a sorceress. Then he ordered her to activate the megascope. He needed to get to Edirn, near the dwarven town of Bergen. Triss said it was madness, that she didn't have the coordinates. He gave her a strange look, threatening. Better give it your best. You're going first, with me right behind you. Then I passed out. When I woke, they were gone. I knew I was dying. The forest called me.
Why, Cedric? Why did you get involved?
Why did you? Sometimes we must. Have I told you about my visions? That's why I drink. It helps. I'm safe in a mist of vodka. See nothing, feel nothing.
Cedric, calm down.
But now I see clearly. You need to regain your memory. Only then will you understand who's killing Crowned Dwan and why.
How can I get it back?
In Edirn. In a place tainted with dark magic. Where ghosts of the fallen will fight a great battle. Save their souls, and your memory will return. what's happening. In the forest. I feel a presence.
They come to bid you farewell.
My forest. Farewell. Wouldn't farewell.
Geralt, where have you been?
The Kingslayer, damn it. I almost had him.
He fled.
Teleported to Edirn.
What? How?
He forced Triss to cast the spell.
Shit.
Roach sent me to find you. We're setting off. He's learned something new.
The Scoia'tael are also up to something big.
What's Roach planning?
He went off on Laredo, so it must concern the Commandant. It's something important.
What do you know about the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
They want to free Yorwerth and the other prisoners. Your help will be crucial.
When did you join the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
It's not like that. They're taking the prisoners to Drakenberg, a special prison for non-humans, bloody monument to human hatred. The Scoia'tael don't trust you, nor me for that matter. But you can change that.
What's Roach planning?
He went off on Laredo, so it must concern the Commandant. It's something important.
What do you know about the Scoia'tael?
They want to...
When did you join?
It's not... The Scoia'tael...
I'll talk to them. Maybe Roach or the Scoia'tael can finally be useful.
Going somewhere, friend?
Any idea what Roach might want?
He mentioned something about Laredo. Said it's very important you speak. You should see him.
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam.
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, and that's what an ordinary man would say. But we saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation, always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
Any idea?
He mentioned something about
At Hoyston and stood by her town.
Nice area, isn't it?
I prefer these little towns, forgotten by gods and people alike, to palaces and castles. It's survival of the fittest here. At least you know what to expect. So yes, I like it here.
Is your hatred towards the Scoia'tael some sort of revenge?
You don't know me, Geralt. Human or non-human, it makes no difference to me. We were chosen to fight the Scoia'tael, and that's the mission we pursue. To me, the Scoia'tael are but bandits hiding out in the woods. If there were humans among them, I'd kill them in a flash just the same.
How did you end up in the Blue Stripes?
Why do you ask?
Well, you're a beautiful girl and...
So what? I'm not a nobleman's or merchant's daughter. All right, I may have the looks, but with my background, the best I could hope for was to be a maid in some roadside inn, or to work at a brothel not unlike the local one, using my sweet lips to give blowjobs for a handful of coppers. So I'll stick to slitting elven throats, thank you.
Definitely the better choice if you look at it that way. They say you're good at it.
Right you are. I'm a soldier because I do it well.
Ever dreamed of a different life?
Finch, our marksman, once tried farming, but he just didn't have the hands for it.
Bet he'd get me right between the eyes from 80 paces off.
100. I've tried cooking, darning, smiling like a doll, serving beer in a tavern. None of my thing.
How did you end up in the Blue Stripes?
Why'd you ask?
You don't end up in a unit fighting non-humans by accident. You must have an interesting story to tell.
Why should I tell it to you of all people?
Do I see a sensitive little girl hiding behind a mask of indifference?
I wouldn't be here if you were right. I was raised in a small village where people cared about two things only. If the drought was going to destroy their crops, and if the Scoia'tael would appear in the local woods. One day, a large Scoia'tael unit appeared. They burned the village to the ground and slaughtered all the inhabitants. I alone survived because their commander, the bastard, fancied me. They dragged me around with them for months. I knew they'd kill me once they tired of me. And then Vernon turned up.
Did he draft you into service?
He taught me everything I know. In time, I realized my place was with the Blue Stripes. I'm a soldier because I do it well.
Ever dreamed of a different life?
Finch, our marksman, once tried farming, but he just didn't have the hands for it.
Bet he'd get me right between the eyes from 80 paces off.
100. I've tried cooking, darning, smiling like a doll, serving beer in a tavern. None of my thing.
How did you end up in the Blue Stripes?
Why'd you ask?
I have trust issues. I like to know who's covering my ass.
No need to worry, Witcher. I'm good at what I do.
Do I see a sensitive...
I was raised. One day, a large Scoia'tael unit appeared. They dragged...
Did he draft you in?
He taught me I'm a soldier. Finch.
Bet he'd get me right between the eyes.
I've tried...
How did you...
Why'd you ask?
Well, you're...
So what? All right. I may have the looks, but with my background, the best I could hope for was to be a maid in some... So I'll stick to slitting elven throats, thank you.
You know what you want, and I like that.
You're quick to pounce, Witcher. Except you've got the wrong girl.
You think so?
All right. Roach has decided you're sailing with us. Fine. But it wouldn't be the best time even if I fancied you, which I don't. I need your sword, not your dick. Anyway, as far as I know, you're hardly indifferent to Triss Merigold.
We're not as close as you think.
I wonder if she feels the same. I don't care. But I'm not about to mess with a sorceress.
The man we're looking for is much more dangerous than any Scoia'tael.
Must be, if he managed to outwit Geralt of Rivia.
It wasn't the first time someone tried to kill Foltest. I killed an assassin before. That means there could be more assassins out there.
If anyone screws up, it won't be me, I assure you.
How did it go? Did you get him?
The Kingslayer fled to Vergen in Eddern. He forced Triss to teleport them both.
Damn, he's made a mockery of us. If that's how he wants to play, I'll make him regret it.
I heard you have news for me.
Laredo has a deal with Kedwin. That merchant living in his house is Henselt's agent. For a pouch of gold, the good commandant promised to support Kedweni troops in the event of a conflict.
So what now?
I want that spy to squeeze him for information. And I've sentenced Commandant Laredo to death.
Roach, we have to sail. We need to get to Eddern.
I'm not leaving until I deal with Laredo. The spy may know something about the Kingslayers. I wouldn't be surprised if Henselt of Kedwin was behind all this.
I'll be back later.
Damn it, Geralt, it's not a date. You can't keep putting it off.
What are you staring at?
Geralt, we don't have time.
I'll be back.
Damn it!
Hello, Geralt.
Vernon's waiting inside.
This place. I feel like ants are crawling all over my arse. The Scoia'tael will be heading for Upper Edan. Our contacts there could help you find the Kingslayer.
If Yorvith can trust me again.
They're waiting for my signal. Once I call them, there is no turning back. If you want to help free Yorvith, decide now.
All right, let's do it.
I can't believe my eyes. We swore to find you.
You've got some nerve, Whoreson.
I'll help you free Yorvith.
Really? The Sovereign Lord will kindly help us free Yorvith, after he so kindly nabbed him to start with.
Ah, stop bawling. You can gnash your teeth, but the Witcher can be very useful to you. So swallow your pride.
Sure he can be useful, as long as he don't betray us again.
I heard you're going to Vergen.
I'm gonna kill you, Zoltan.
Ah, shut your gob. Geralt's headed in that direction too.
Once we free Yorvith, you'll take me with you.
If Yorvith agrees.
Drakenborg or one more passenger to Vergen. I wonder which he'll choose.
Before he was captured, Yorvith made a plan to free the prisoners.
I was the one to tell him they're kept on the barge in the port.
Now Yorvith's there too. If you help us free them, you'll prove you're on our side.
Excellent.
I'm ready.
We'll meet at midnight, near the river bend.
You mentioned Yorvith's plan.
Everything in due time, Gwynbleidd. And don't try anything stupid. With an eye on you.
I'll tell Dandelion to leave town. You did well, Geralt.
Let's hope I don't regret it.
About time. You all ready, no?
What's the plan?
We'll split into two groups. You strike from the harbour, we'll attack from the river.
I thought dwarves couldn't swim.
With a boat.
I'm here.
About time. You all ready, no?
What's the plan?
We'll split into two groups. You strike from the harbour, we'll attack from the river.
I thought dwarves couldn't swim.
With a boat. All right. Form up, fall in, and we'll split up on the cliffs.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Roach.
Where are they sailing?
No idea.
Least they'll not hinder us. Enved will guide you to the docks.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like?
Thank you, Geralt.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers, mutant. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive!
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
But I'm not prepared to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
One.
Save the elven women with... Commandant Laredo's gone back. Burning them alive. Pirates! Butcher from the right!
Where's Laredo?
He's escaped.
Gwynblade! Laredo's calling for reinforcements! We must sail!
The tower's on fire. We have to jump.
Unbind us!
He'll not live long. If the local folk don't hunt him down, someone else will. It's meaningless. You rescued our women. We are indebted.
Help me find the Kingslayer and Triss. We'll be even.
In that case, to Vergen. Prepare to set sail!
Did Vernon Roach sail out of here all right?
He's fine, if that's what you ask. We met and chatted. Imagine that. I wanted him to know that he was only leaving because I let him do so. The Temerian Special Forces, created by Foltest to combat the Scoia'tael after the First War with Nilfgaard. Veterans, professionals, the best of the best. This is the end, Roach. See these emblems? Temerian lilies, that's all I lacked. I've defeated the commanders of all the Special Forces in the north. Now I shall unite the Scoia'tael.
Finish what you started.
I shan't kill you, Roach. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds.
Live on and remember who defeated you. Remember he can do so again. Va fail, Vernon Roach.
You're making a mistake, Jorveth. I will find you.
Unfurl the mainsail!
We made it.
This is just the beginning. But you chose the right side, and I'm pleased.
Wish I could be so sure.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Marigold. It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act. Grabbing Geralt, I embarked on a voyage upriver, deeper into the Pontar Valley. If the elves could be believed, it was there that free folk from all around had assembled beneath Vergen's banners to resist the Kedweni invader. I should mention the exceptional individuals who made up my fellowship for this important quest. I usually get nervous around Scoia'tael. I see them as scoundrels and murderers and find their presence outright unwanted. But I must admit I was glad to have the help of Jorveth and his infamous bunch, who could prove highly helpful. Helpful. That's not nice. Highly useful, then.
"3,000 men, burnt to ash."
I remember the stillness when the news reached Veng.